Major League Baseball is officially back after a 3-month delay because of the coronavirus. The defending World Series champion Washington Nationals will open the shortened 2020 season tonight at 7 p.m. Eastern against the New York Yankees. The nation's top infectious disease expert, Dr. Anthony Fauci, will throw out the ceremonial first pitch. The other 28 teams will be in action on Friday. This season is expected to look a little different. There will only be 60 regular season games, down from the typical 162. The playoffs will remain the same. The National League will use the designated hitter for the first time. All extra innings will also start with a runner on second base. And of course, there will be numerous health and safety requirements for teams to follow, including no fans in the stands. Will Middlebrooks joins me now from Boynton Beach, Florida. He's a baseball analyst for CBS Sports HQ. And he played 6 years in the majors with the Red Sox, Padres, Brewers, and Rangers. Will, welcome. It's so great to have you with us.
Hey, thanks for having me.
So as a former player, what does opening day mean to you?
Oh, geez. It means the world, because as a Major League Baseball player and being able to reach the pinnacle of the sport, there's so much time and work that goes into becoming that Major League player. So opening day has a sense of, I made it. Whether it's your first year, your 10th year, or beyond, it's always special. I get goosebumps now just thinking about it, and I'm 2 years removed from the game. So being able to have your name introduced and go out on the foul line for the national anthem, have a flyover, and just have the hope that maybe this year's our year, because on opening day, everyone's tied for first place, and everyone has the same dream of winning a World Series.
So, Will, what are some of the new health and safety precautions major leaguers will have to go through this season?
Well, it's very detailed. So detailed that it's a 113-page health and safety protocol list. So it comes down to no spitting, no hugging, no shaking hands, no touching of any type. They don't even want guys showering at the stadium. Now, the hard part is going to be policing that. The good part is only 0.4 players and staff have tested positive to this point. That's a very, very promising number. I am curious to see how that changes as teams start to travel to new cities every 2 or 3, even 4 days. So that will be something to watch. Yeah. But I think with everything in place, everyone should be pretty safe.
Yeah, the travel piece of it could be tricky. So, Will, how are players mentally preparing for a shorter season, and what changes do you think we could see in terms of strategy due to this shorter season?
Well, right now, as a player, your number one priority has got to be making sure your body is ready. You had 3 weeks of spring training, then you were shut down for 3 months, and then you had to ramp it up for 3 weeks again. Doesn't sound like that big of a deal, but when you're an everyday player and you're playing every day, you really need to focus on your sleep, your nutrition, your workouts, because as we know, in a 60-game sprint of a season, if you're a star player and you pull a hamstring and you miss a month, that's half the season, and now your playoff dreams are going to go down the drain pretty quickly. So making sure you're healthy is number one. Now, as far as strategy goes, these 2 months are going to be played like the postseason. You're going to see a lot of longer games, unfortunately. I know people have an issue with the length of games, but there's going to be matchups played with the bullpens, because every game is a must-win. If you go on a week, maybe even 2-week skid, you'll be out of the playoffs.
Yep, you got to give it your all every single game. All right, so, Will, so what are your predictions for the season? Who do you believe will win the World Series or the major awards?
Well, for the World Series, I normally don't make my picks based off of the best teams. I like to go outside the box. But not this year. I know a lot of people are going outside the box because of the short season, but I still like the Yankees and the Dodgers to meet in the World Series, and I like the Yankees in 6 games. On paper, they are the best team in baseball by far. Now, can they stay healthy? We saw that last year that they didn't do a very good job of that, and they were still a decent team. They have a lot of depth, and that's why I picked them to be the winners. Now, for MVPs, on the American League, I really like a New York Yankee. So I played in Boston for 6 years, or parts of 7 years, and it's hard for me to talk good about the Yankees, but it's part of my job now, so I have to. So Aaron Judge, he's going to be my MVP. He's a part of a really good lineup there in New York. They're going to feed off of each other. If he's healthy, he's easily MVP of the American League. On the National League side, I like Cody Bellinger. He's part of a young, fun group there. They just signed Mookie Betts to a huge contract. He's also going to be an MVP candidate, and I think they'll feed off of each other and make each other a lot better.
All right, you heard it here first. Will Middlebrooks, thank you so much for all your insight and your predictions. We really appreciate it.
Of course, thank you.